Good afternoon. Hello there. I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria. Thanks for being here with us today for another full hour, full yoga class. So those of you who have joined me before, thank you for being a loyal student of my classes. And if you're new here, thank you for checking out my class. I've been live streaming for 3 times a week ever since COVID started. So please consider subscribing to my channel so you can don't miss out on content. And today's a full body flow class, and that's it. So please say hello to in the comments. Let me know where you're from. I like to hear that I'm adding value. If you guys enjoy the class, I love to hear from you. So message or here on the side. So let us know where you're from. Thank you guys. And let's go ahead and stretch on up. Hi, Teresa from Virginia and Karen Phillips. Welcome back. Welcome back, John. Coming up. Reaching up. Hello, Alice and Suresh. Hello. So lengthening up, really reaching high on one side and the other side. Good, so you're going to walk your fingers out. And hello, Fernanda. Welcome back. And side body stretch. So the arm is straight. Or if you're more flexible, you can bend it, elbow down. Turning your heart up towards the sky. Let's make a fist and circles here. And then we'll make a big circle here with the arm. Lengthening up, walking our hand out. Finding a nice side body stretch. And you can make a fist and circles. And circumduct that shoulder. All right, let's take a quick twist here. And other side. And back to center. Let's go ahead, close our eyes, connecting to our breath. So as you inhale, let your belly expand. As you exhale, just relax and let go. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale. And then fall on the exhale. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, just let go of everything else going on in your outside world so you can make the most of this hour that we've committed to yoga together. We'll do 3 more deep breaths here, filling all the way up to the collarbones. Holding your breath for a moment and then opening your mouth, sighing it out. 2 more times. Inhale. Holding it at top. Open your mouth. Two more. Last time. Inhale. Hold on top. Lift your chest. Take the sides of your neck back a little longer to reset your stress levels. Open your mouth. Blow it out. Get hands in front of your heart. Drop your gaze. Take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right, welcome Roseanne. A Domingo, welcome back. And Jen, welcome back from Palo Alto. So let's bring our knees back, big toes touching. We'll start in a child's pose. And walking your hands over to the left, off your mat. I like to bring the left forearm down, right fingertips or just the right hand down. Head down and isometrically drag your fingertips back towards the right side of your mat. So you might feel a stretch all the way up into your right under armpit and also the side body. Good. Let's go to the other side. They're off your mat, the right forearm, and then left fingertips. The head comes down and you're isometrically dragging back towards the left side of your mat. Okay, back to center. Bonnie, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Spread your fingers wide. We'll do a little cat-cow. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck your tailbone under. Drop the belly, look up. Round your back, tailbone under. Drop your belly, look up. Round your back, tailbone under. So from here, you can wag your tail. Keep your neck in line with your spine and just wag your tail from the right and left. So when you wag your tail to the right, try to look over your right shoulder to try to see if you can see your right side of your hip. And then to the left, swing your gaze to the left. And then you'll have this little lateral side body stretch and this nice motion for your spine. Good for the health of your spine to move in 6 directions here. The sides, the lateral side. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bring your knees together, right leg back. So you're stretching your right calf back, and then you'll lift it straight up. The toes are down as you pulse a little. So just feel those right glutes firing. Left arm up, same thing, firing. Little pulses. If it's too hard, take your hand down. And if it's not hard enough, we're going to add on a little dynamic core. Elbow towards the knee for 10, 9. It doesn't have to touch, but if it does, great. You can just move towards it. We'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn to your left. You may or may not be able to catch your foot. If you can, rejoice and kick it away. Open your chest. Good. And release. Knees together. Other side. Stretch out the left calf. Lift it straight up. Hi, Dan. Welcome back. Pulsing, and you want to feel those left glutes firing. So you want to make sure you're turning on the right muscles first. Once you feel that, you can extend the opposite arm if you can catch your balance. Little pulses if it's not too much for you. And then elbow to the knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn to your right. Kick your shin away. Open up your chest. Stretch out your bicep. All good things. And release it. Come on down to your belly. Chin down, hands by your hips. Strengthening our erectors in our back. Lift up your legs. Lift up your arms. Lift up your legs and arms. And then we'll come into Sphinx pose. Forearms down, spread your fingers. And then it's like you're isometrically dragging your elbows in towards you. For the first one here. All right, coming down. And then you can come a little closer with the arms and the legs. The arms under your chest. If you can come up for full cobra. And then bend your elbows and squeeze your elbows in towards your ribs. And just turn and look over your right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder a little. So there should be no pinching in your low back. Otherwise, get down a little lower. You can do it on your forearms. Good, and curl the toes. Lift up your knees. Let's just do 3 breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly straighten the legs. Pedal out your feet for downward dog. Bending your right knee. Try to get the left heel down. Bending the left knee. Try to get the right heel down. Feet as wide as your mat. See if you can swing your heels to the left. Press into the left palm. Lift your hips up. Feel a nice side body stretch. Other side. Pressing into the right hand. Lifting up your hips. Back to center. Right leg lifts. Let's bring it forward between your hands. Maybe even tap that back knee to the floor. And lift it back up. And we'll bring our feet together and step the right leg back to the runner's lunge. And just tap that back knee to the floor. Keep your chest pressed against the front leg for this first stretch here. All right, let's step forward, forward fold. So as you fold forward, unlock your knees and shake your head no. And if you can, you're going to walk your hands off your mat to the left. If you cannot touch the floor, you can grab opposite elbows and just kind of ragdoll it as you shift over to the left, shift over to the right, shift over to the left. You might want to ragdoll it anyways, whichever feels better in your body as we start to warm up here. Good, lift and lengthen. We're going to bend the right knee. So you can either bring your elbow just over the knee here and turn your torso to the left, just like this. Or you can place your hand down. And I know we have all different flexibility. Some of you might be able to just take a backwards bind here, like no big deal. It's early on, so don't overdo where you're at. Lift and lengthen. So again, elbow to the knee, just turning like this, or the hand down for most people. Some of you want to take a backwards bind early. You can do that as well. And release. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back coming up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Hands in front of you. It's like you're swimming. So we're going to swim forward, moving our chest to the right and left. Propeller arms. See if you can go faster. Notice how the chest moves to the right and to the left. Warming up those shoulders. And pause and take a backward stroke. And then pause. And we'll do a little brain teaser today. So with the hands in front, see if you can take your right arm backwards. The right arm backward circles, the left arm forward circles. Whoa, see, right hand is doing backward circles, left hand is doing forward circles. So it helps if you move your chest in the same direction that's going back. So, and it also helps just thinking about doing something different, helps to grow those brain neurons. So we'll do the other side. Left circles back, the right circles forward. So do the best you can. This one's fun to watch in a live class with people thinking they're trying to do it, but doing something completely different. Okay. How'd you guys do? Yeah. All right, you're going to clasp behind, knuckles right into your low back and your sacrum. Lift your chest, and then you're going to squeeze your elbows till they're hiding behind you. So you feel the rotator cuffs. We're going to stretch. And then bend your knees, tipping forward, stretching your arms overhead. Little shoulder rinse. Turn and look over the left shoulder. Turn and look over the right shoulder. And release. Hands to the floor. Bend your knees, walk, step, or jump back. And lower to your belly. Point your toes. Come up for cobra. And downward facing dog. So right leg lifts. You're going to bring it forward. Left leg steps forward and circle the arms up. Exhale, let's dive it down. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold right leg back, left leg back to your belly or chaturanga, cobra or up dog, downward facing dog. Left leg lift. Bring it forward. Right leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, let's dive it down. I'll be laughing at Bonnie's windmill arms for sure. Lift and lengthen. Fold left back, right back. See if you can hold it here. We'll slowly drop the left forearm down, the right forearm down. Drop your left knee down and then switch with the right knee. And then if you can, you'll just tap for 10, 9, If it's too hard, just come to your belly. 7, 6, always trying to get stronger from the inside. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on down. Find your cobra. Shimmy side to side on your forearms. So you can stay here, or you can find your full cobra, rolling shoulders back, looking up. And downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. You could bend it and stack it if you like. Look under your left underarm. Lift your right knee up as high as you can. Feel the right hip flexor stretching. And we'll bring it forward. Come on up for high lunge. So square your hips forward. That back heel is lifted. So you try to balance and stay here as you grab your left wrist straight up, and then a little bit of a tilt over to the right, fanning out that side body. And release. So you can take your left hand down, easy twist, or you can take your left elbow past your knee for a high lunge twist. And bring your hands to the floor. Step it back, drop to your knees, rock it forward. Do 3 little push-ups or 3 little chaturangas. If it's too hard, only go like 2 or 3 inches down, just like this. Or maybe halfway down or all the way down. Got to build that upper body strength. Cobra. And downward facing dog. Feet together, left leg lift. Bend it, stack it. Look under your right underarm. And let's bring it forward. Come on up for high lunge. So squaring your hips forward. Most of you need to take your left hip back a little. So just try that and see how that feels. See if you can punch your right hand straight up, grab the wrist, pull it straight up and tilt slightly over to the left, keeping your balance, feeling that nice side body stretch. Hip flexors, the right side. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Drop your right hand down. Easy twist here. Or maybe you'll take elbow past your knee for a deeper twist. And release. Let's go ahead and step it forward, forward fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Stepping out into goddess pose. So tuning in, heels in, toes out, sinking down. So I'll turn sideways to show you the proper form. So like this, lifting up through the crown of your head. You take your hips back. My knees are over the ankles. They're not in front of the toes, okay? So from here, you can sway side to side. Find that inner strength, that inner goddess pose. Yeah. You're going to come down and straighten. Down and straighten. Squeeze your glutes on the way up. Down and straighten. One of the best exercise for you is squats. So we're just going to do 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. And then let's see if maybe you bring your feet a little closer together and see if you can balance as you lift, lengthen up through the crown of your head. You're going to try to lift to tippy toes and down. Tippy toes and down. Tippy toes and down. We'll do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Hands in front of you, legs burning. Great, you're doing a great job. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Grab the upper inner thighs by the knees. Take your hips back. Drop your right shoulder forward to get a nice twist here. And you can karate chop your knees further out away from each other as you drop your hips a little lower, and then you'll feel deeper inner thigh stretch on that right side. Other side, you can drop your left shoulder and press your right hand, pressing that right knee, the left knee back, and you'll feel the inner thigh stretch on the left side. Good. All right, we're going to quarter turn to the right here, setting up for warrior 1, warrior 2. So you're going to bend the front knee a little deeper, reverse the warrior, maybe swim the arm behind, elbow to the thigh, side angle, right hand to the floor. You can bend and straighten if you want, or you can be on fingertips or a block. Hand behind you, roll your shoulder back. Look up. This is your half bind. If you're able to do a full bind, go for it. Leaning back. Good. Hands to the floor. Quarter turn. Spin the foot in and the other foot out. Coming into warrior 2 on the other side. So inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, come a little deeper. Externally rotating that front knee. So you want to keep the front knee bent and reverse the warrior. Maybe swim it back. Elbow to the thigh, side angle. Reach long through the side body. Open the chest towards the sky. Drop your hand to the floor or fingertips. If you want to bend and straighten a little, you can. Good. Bring your top hand behind you and roll it back. Maybe take a full bind if you're ready for that. And release. Quarter turn. Let's come to center here. Parallel your feet for Prasarita. So you're going to just fold forward. If it's hard for you to do this pose or you can't touch the floor, you can come over to a wall or a table and just feel supported as you do this. Sometimes it just feels good to be supported even if you don't need it. So if you can get your head to the floor, you can bring your wrists under your elbows. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Let's take your left hand down and we're gonna twist twist your whole chest towards one side. We'll do 6, slow and controlled. 5, 4. Make sure your ankles are under your knees. Knees are under your hips. 2. And 1 more. And hold it for a second or a few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. So you can be on fingertips, on knuckles here. You want to turn your torso as much as you can to the left, or whatever you did the opposite side this time. And then we're going to move nice and slow 6 times with control. Moving 3 more times. And last one. Good. We're going to come and kneel down on the floor. And if you need a block, you can get a blanket, sorry. And we're just going to extend straight out. So we'll work our obliques here, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Lengthen, lengthen. Open your airplane arms, slowly tilting over, almost touching the floor, or you can touch it if you like to touch down, coming back. Tapping, tapping. So this one is harder than it looks. It looks pretty easy, but then tomorrow when you laugh, it might hurt. This, especially if you haven't worked your obliques. So you can make it harder by making Kali Mudra here. Let's see. Looks like Charlie's Angels Mudra, just like this. Lifting up and tilting over and back. Tilting over and back. Over. If it's too hard, you don't have to be a hero. Come on down. With your airplane arms is fine. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. And last one here. Let's hold it down. If you need a block, your hand is on a block. Side body stretch. Opening up. Coming back, lengthening up through the crown of your head as you drop your hand to your shin and stretch the other way. Good. And now you're going to either do another side stretch here, or you're going to turn it into a back bend, taking the straight leg back, and then your fingertips back a little bit. Lift, bring your hips forward and find a back bend. I'll turn sideways so you can see me. So if you're able to, you're going to lift and maybe even do a mudra here. Again, if it doesn't feel good, then you're just doing that side body stretch again. Okay. It should feel good if you're doing it right. Okay, let's do the other side. Straighten the leg. The foot is parallel to the top of your mat. Lengthening up through the crown of your head. Airplane arms. Keep your ribs right over your hips, okay? And you slowly tilt over and down, tap down and up and down. Use your obliques to pull you up. So the waist wiggler muscles. Obliques. Again, if you want, you can do your Kali Mudra here. Side bend. Side. Or you can airplane arm it. Nice and controlled. And 3 more. 2. And last one. All right. Stretch it out. Gate pose, hands down or fingertips down. Stretching long through your side body here. Really pressing down with your pinky. And coming up. Other side. Okay, and again, you can either do that side body stretch again, or you're going to take your straight leg, that foot back, and take your hand, fingertips back a little bit. You're going to bring your hips forward so it's right over that bent knee, and then maybe curl up into a little back bend. It's like Wild Thing on your knees, little mudra, forefinger and thumb touch. And slowly come on out of that. Okay, and let's come into a puppy pose, or child's pose if you prefer. So knees are wide and hips stay over your knees for puppy. Bring your forehead to the floor. So you can bring your elbows a little more narrow than your shoulders and just namaste your hands over your head here. Or if you have a block at home or a book, it actually opens your shoulders even better if you can do the same thing, but bring your hands between a block. So it just helps to open the shoulders a little more. We'll just try to melt the heart down a little towards the floor if you're able to. Forehead stays down. Hips stay over the knees. Okay, and then go ahead and release the block. And we'll do a shoulder opener here, clasping your hands with the elbows a little more narrow than your shoulders. And we're going to press down with your elbows. See if you have enough strength to come up into dolphin. So it's just like downward dog, but on your forearms. So press down, hollow out your armpits. Anytime you're tired, come down. If you're not tired and you have the strength, bring your feet together and we'll lift the right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Bring your knees down and we'll do a quick child's pose, bringing your arms back towards, hands towards your feet. Okay, then we're going to take your right leg forward for a low lunge. Interlace your fingers and bring your hips forward. So you can experiment with the back toes. They're pointed right now. See how that feels? Or you can curl them under and see how that feels. You can also bring a blanket to see if it feels better on your knees. Pressing down, lifting up through the crown of your head. And then fingertips to the floor. You're going to rock back to Ardha Hanuman. So you might have to drag your foot forward with the heel down, toes up. Maybe your hands are on 2 blocks. If you can't bring your hands to the floor, maybe you can hold on to a chair or just balance here. Interlace your fingers over the front thigh. Just isometrically dragging the heel back, scooping your heart forward. You can stay in this stretch or you can rock back and forth a little bit. Keeping your chest on the top of that thigh. And you can end up in Ardha Hanuman, keeping the action of pressing the heel down while pulling it towards you. If you're able to, you're going to also fold forward, forehead towards the shin. Okay, bring your knees together. You can do knees, chest, chin, or just come to your belly. And slide forward. And then we'll do the other side. So I think it's this side. Is that right? Yeah, I think this is right. Okay, interlace and bring your hips forward. Again, experimenting with pointed or curled toes. The little subtle difference. No right or wrong, just whatever you feel like for the day. And pressing into the back knee, lifting up through the crown of your head. Fingertips down as you pull. Straighten the front leg. And you can move between the two if you want. And welcome to Shikanato. So rocking forward and back. Forehead towards the shin. Okay. So we'll take, if you have a strap, you'll feel it stronger, but if you don't have a strap, you don't need it. It's fine without. So a strap, a belt, a towel, whatever. So you're just gonna take it in front of your ankles, and you're gonna like ace bandage, tie up maybe 2 or 3 times. So the idea is just to bring your ankles closer together. So you can use a belt or something. Or you can just do this without. It's much harder with with a belt. You're tying your ankles closer together, kind of binding your feet. So from here, you're going to hold it with your left hand, and you're going to take your right hand down and just bring your feet behind you, curl the toes under, and then you're going to sit down. So this is very good to prevent plantar fasciitis. So it's a painful condition for the bottom of your feet. If it's painful for you, then you need to do this more gently, and this is good for you. If you don't feel anything, then lucky you, and you can prevent it by doing this every now and then. You can also walk your knees a little forward. You might feel pressure right down at the big toes. So I heard it nicknamed screaming toes pose, this pose. Okay. Then you're going to rock forward, point your toes. And this is for shin splints if you've been hiking, jogging, biking, or this helps prevent shin splints. So it might be strong sensation. Just try to sit back at the heels. Again, you still feel something without the strap, I'm sure. Some of you don't have straps. So if you don't feel enough, you can bring your hands behind you, and you can lift up your knee one at a time for an inch or two to feel that shin stretching a little bit more. Okay, let's do one more time. Curling under, sitting back. Few breaths, sit all that weight right on the heels. And then pointing your toes, sitting back. Okay, that's enough of that. Go ahead and untangle yourself. And we'll come into pigeon pose. That's nice. So most of you can do regular pigeon with the right knee out to the edge of the right side of the mat. And your hips are squared forward. So if you're a beginner, the heel is right by your pelvis. And then if you're more advanced, then you can make the front shin parallel to the top, and you want to dorsiflex. And you want to make sure you're not feeling this in the front knee. But otherwise, it's fine to be lazy and pigeon and just, bring it closer to your pelvis and rock it side to side. If it's really high up on the right side, you'll take a pillow or a block under there. And if you're able to come down on forearms, you'll do that. And if pigeon is just way out of your league right now, you can lay down on your back and do figure four. So the right ankle over the left knee, and then the right hand between your legs, interlaced behind your hamstring or in front of your shin. So you can do this one or the regular pigeon. So I'm going to go back to regular pigeon. Most people are here. And you're going to come on up and turn towards your straight leg. Bend it. See if you can catch it. If you can, awesome. Pull it in. A little quad stretch bonus. And if you have a mermaid practice, just try to hold or clamp this back foot in a little bit. You want to keep your hips squared forward, not out to the side. So keep that right hip going back, the left hip coming forward. And then squeeze your knees together, squeeze your core tight. Try to lift the arm up a little bit or a lot. Maybe finding a bind. And release, other side. Left leg forward, or you're on your back and you're just switching sides. Coming down. And just releasing and letting go here. A lot of us are known to hold a lot of emotions in your hips. So it's really good to do a hip opener like pigeon every day to just let go of that built up like emotional stress. Gets lodged in there. And coming up, you're going to turn to your straight leg. You're going to grab it, pull it in. Clamp it if you can. Keep your hips squared forward. Maybe lifting the left arm. Maybe finding a bind. And release, you're going to grab that back leg, bring it forward, and bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. So you can make a diamond shape here, and you can fold forward, pressing your elbows into your knees as your head cradles into your feet here. Some of you can hug your knees or put your hands under the knees and clasp in the back. You can stay here stretching this way, or if you want to give yourself an acupressure massage, you'll find the bone here that runs along, and you can press the bone away from you and thumb walk slowly up your leg here. And this is your spleen channel, so this helps with insomnia, digestion, and stress. So if it's sore and tender, you might be having trouble with one of those. And that means this is really helping clear that spleen channel. So you might want to do it If it's a sore spot, you can stay there a little and just massage it a little more gentle in circles. Okay. All right, then we're gonna lift. I'll take my right leg up and you're just gonna rock it side to side. So you can hold it and rock it side to side, or you can take the edge of your foot in your elbow crease there and you go side to side like this. So the higher you bring your shin towards your chest, the better stretch you'll get. And then from there, you might want to interlace your fingers just behind your foot, lift it up. Hello, Asley, welcome. Pressing down with your tailbone as you lift up. If you have a sensitive tailbone, you can sit and do the same thing. Oh, good. Bonnie, like that acupressure. Was it sore? It's from here. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. So from here, see if you can grab the outside edge of your foot and then turn and lift your leg up. Open your chest. If you drop the leg down a little more, you might feel the side IT band stretch and release. We'll do the other side. So I'm just turning sideways so you can see me. You can stay where you are. Good. Pressing down. It works better if you press down with your left tailbone, the left sitting bone, and then try to straighten this leg up. And it works better if you can interlace your fingers around your foot, or if you need to get a strap or a towel, that might work as well. Oh, good. All right. And grab the outer edge of your foot. Try to straighten it and turn. Good. I'm glad you like those acupressure tips, Bonnie. I heard 2 other people tell me they like those kind of tips. If you like it, let me know in the comments, and I'll throw more in next time. So we'll sit in a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you, and close out the class. So you're going to inhale through the nose, open your mouth side out, surrendering to your practice, turning your palms up and scooping up all of that nourishing universal energy, bringing it into your heart center. Press it into your heart center and smile and feel blessed. And smile and feel gratitude. And with gratitude for our practice here together in the virtual world, let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for being here, everybody. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the class. And while my live stream is free for all, I cannot make it without the sponsors. So thank you all who have sponsored me and helped me make these live streams. If you'd like to help sponsor, there's information on how you can do it under the video's description. And please continue to share my YouTube channel, especially. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers and we're like 21 away. So thanks for sharing. We got 24 shares this past month. So if you can continue sharing, I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Be safe. Thanks, John. Oh, that was good. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks, Bonnie. Bye, Roseanne and Suresh. Everybody, thanks for joining. See you next time.